Up and out. It's Apollo.
Dude, it
Apollo.
finally came out. Apollo.
So are we live? Check 1 2, check 1 2. Alright, we're coming to you live from Crescent Castle, Humboldt County, California, USA, the world, Emerald Triangle, Occupy Humboldt at HSU. You can check out the Facebook group at Occupy Humboldt Facebook group. Super simple. The sun, so bright, like I can't stare at it, but I won't go there right now. So this is my boy, Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan. Shout out. Good, how you doing, brother?
Doing well.
First off, I want to do a little shout out to Mendocino Brewing Company. Today we're enjoying Red Tail. We support our local businesses, not shiesty corporations from around the world. But I was talking to you earlier about like everyday Americans. Like we have all this debate and these conversations, and people fight and bicker in politics, and even when you're trying to organize grassroots things, you're like all this stuff. And what gets lost in the shuffle is like the everyday American, and there's stories from people. I mean, every person in the world has a story, and our corporate media does not bring that to us. So I was asking about what's this tattoo mean, bro? Can you show my folks that?
Oh yeah, this one right here is just a big old anchor. Doesn't really have anything to do with the sea or anything like that. Just my best friend David died, and he was diagnosed as schizophrenic when he was a young kid, and then just problems throughout then were misdiagnosed, and all this means is that I'm anchored here on Earth. You know, he's gone.
So now, like, what is it that like brought about? Like, if there was one thing that brought about David's death, what would that be?
It definitely would be the fact that like the system completely failed him, and he felt as though there was no actual professional help, and like there's a difference.
What do you need professional help from?
Well, I mean, there's a difference between personal support from your best friends and your family, and
But wait, right? What was he help from?
He needed help for his medical conditions, for his mental issues that he had, and
So he had like a mental health.
yeah, totally had a mental health issue, and I mean, like, it wasn't something that made him do horrible things. It was just something that made him very uncomfortable within his own skin, which is not something that should happen.
Oh, right. It's bright. You want
It is
glasses?
bright, yeah.
Those are my Super Trooper shades. I wear them often. I have a big ass head. You have to excuse me. I have a big head. Pardon my language. It is in the Bible. It's a donkey. You can look it up. I'm sure many of you love doing that kind of stuff. So let's do an adjustment real quick. But
I look like a cop.
I know, that's why they're my Super Trooper shade. So anyway, I want to give a plug out to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's a big issue in our country, and you know, it's like in 1980, Reaganomics, when they shut down all the mental health institutions and then released people, they said they were going to open community clinics and centers for people, which never happened. They released thousands and thousands of people on the streets that were completely mentally ill, no plan whatsoever, and now a good chunk of them, a good chunk of the homeless folks in San Francisco, and I have no idea, maybe all over the country, but I know specifically for California has this thing, yeah, they like get people like Ronald Reagan, who's an actor, and all of a sudden he's a governor, and then he's a president. Didn't work with Reagan, didn't work with Schwarzenegger. Shout out to the Kennedy family, Shriver, Sergeant Shriver, Eunice, Shriver, Kennedy. So anyway, the Reaganomics, they released all these people, and now people walk by them, oh, they're bums? How could you call your fellow human a bum? Like, how can we expect to be united as a nation and as a planet when we're calling each other bums or putting each other in categories and classifications? And so mental health, I think 25% of people have some various form of depression alone. Who wouldn't be depressed when we're raping and killing all over the world? So this is just the first of many. I think my battery's running low, both personally and on the camera. But anyway, I just think that it's time for us to start getting to know our neighbors. I live in a really awesome neighborhood, and I know my neighbors. Do y'all know your neighbors? So occupy Humboldt, occupy Wall Street, occupy LA, occupy the 400 other cities and counties and the ones that are growing. Anonymous, occupy USA, people coming from all over the world, and global, occupy globally. We are peaceful people. We are exercising our constitutional right to peacefully assemble, our freedom of speech, our right to a free press that you are failing us in, mass media, coverage, newspapers that just pull your stuff from the AP wire and repeat it over and over and over again. Why don't you go do your own stuff, and why don't you report on stuff that's going to people? So while you guys are at your presses, I'm going to be here on my porch representing Occupy Humboldt and all the other occupies around the world. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. And thank you, Hillary Rodham Clinton, for saying all throughout the Arab summer that you support democracy abroad and the people's right to peacefully assemble. I know I do. I'm sure my boy Captain Morgan does, and I'm sure Mendocino Brewing Company appreciates that you respect our right to peacefully assemble and practice our right to speech. And President Obama, the times are changing, and are you going to be the change that you said you were going to be, or are you going to let the Tea Partiers, who are bourgeoisie, drinking tea and plotting conspiring